Well, hi there, it's Brooke, and today I have some spring Target tier trays for you. Like I've said in the other video, I made 8 trays. I'm sharing 4 with you in this video and 4 with you in another video. So if you haven't watched that other video, please go watch and get a little bit more small tier tray inspiration. As I've said before, if this is the first time you're watching a Target tier tray video for you ever, if this is your first ever Target tier tray video on my channel, thanks for being here, but where have you been? Just kidding. I have quite the collection of tier trays. I think I'm up to 11 now, and so I did 8 for this video. I had one that I did in a previous video, one that's still being used, and then so I had like an oddball and he just didn't get used this time. And so I think these trays translate into other small tier trays that you might have picked up elsewhere, or if it's a starting point for like a bigger tray just to give you ideas of like maybe items or pieces to use together. So yeah, hi. 4 Target tier trays decorated for spring and kind of every day, and let's get to tier traying. So the first tray I have here for you is my Raffia Tray, and the item that I really wanted to use was this little bunny. This is from the spring shop. There is one that's standing up, and I thought about using him on the top, but it looked weird. It was like too high. I think I could fit him on the bottom, but then it was like literally I could stick him in here like this. I was like, no. So I just went with the one, and we are going to set him down here on the bottom. And then I was going through my other stuff, and I have this little Hello Spring house. So I thought that would look cute with him down here at the bottom. I've been really enjoying using these for like the spring, and Easter I used them too. And then I've just been kind of laying them in the tray. The Scratchy Voice also comes with kind of, you know, stuffy congestion here. So I got them laying off to the side. I just used 2 this time. And so that's kind of how I have my bottom here. And then I went and focused on my top. And since I had used some green, you know, it has the screen around the Hello Spring sign and like in the branches, I just grabbed one of my green bud vases, Dollar Spot. I know they don't really carry those anymore, but Hobby Lobby has a variety of little vases that I've seen in their spring shop and over just in their glassware. So if you ever looking for like a little vase, that's where I suggest going. I'm sure they have them other places, but that's just where I shop. And then I also grabbed one of those birds that I've had from the Target Dollar Spot, you know, for like a gazillion years. I've been really into using these this spring since I have 2 of them back that I previously used in my bathroom, so I've been having fun using those on trays. So I got that up there, and then I decided to grab some more peach flowers. Well, not more, I guess. Those were in the other video. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, there's some peach flowers. I thought they just looked the best. I do have some purple ones. I didn't really like that. I like these the best. I thought they went the best with like the green vase and everything. And then I did grab my little eggs. These are Easter eggs, and I just mainly use them for spring. I mean, I used them a little bit for Easter, but they just seem to be more of a spring-like color and thing that I grab for spring more. I put a few down here just to kind of fill in that spot, and then I just put one up here on the top to kind of fill in. That's what it's like when you're looking down at your tray. I know you can't see it as well, like face on, but like most of my trays are down on like an end table, so usually you're standing and you can kind of see down into it. So that's kind of why I do those. And there's my first tray. So next is my little, what I like to call my Boho Tray. This is very similar to like a wood one I have too, but I do believe this one has a little bit smaller space on the bottom. But anyways, my inspiration, it's kind of how I've been decorating my trays lately. I kind of want items that I want to use, and then I like develop the tray around that. Sometimes I don't, I just kind of have an idea in my head, but that's kind of been my theme lately. Before it was more like a sign I'd want to use. I still do that, but it seems to be items kind of this year and this season. So that's just kind of how I do my trays. I kind of pick a main object. I don't know if I've shared that before. I hope I have. So I really wanted to use my little blue gnome, and he does light up. I never like light him up, but he does light up, one of those things. And then my little mushroom. These are both from Hobby Lobby. I know they have a variety of stuff this year. I was like, okay, what would go with this? And I know I have this M that has the blues in it that I could use. And then I was looking through my signs, and I have like love, grow. I'd already used my spring one, bloom, you know, just kind of my like springy general words. And so I landed on gather, I just thought that went the best with like my little gnome and his little mushroom. And I did set this behind the handle so I could fit the mushroom and the gnome up here a little better. So I just put them up here hanging out by the sign and each other. And then I put the M down here on the bottom. I grabbed two little of these are my IKEA bowls. I got the two cream ones and I just set them here. I thought about just leaving it like this, but it felt a little bare in the back. So I just did grab one of my little boxwood plants. This is a dollar spot one, but I know you can find those in a variety of places. You could put a bucket with greenery in it just to kind of fill it out more. And I thought that the bowls were looking kind of empty, so I did grab one of my burlap flowers. I don't really have any like this like turquoisey kind of blue flowers. I do have like kind of a brown thistle-y looking little earth and hand plant, but I didn't like that in there. I just like the burlap would add more texture but not a lot of color, because I have a lot of color with the blue and the bowls. Let's see what this looks like if I would flip it around, because sometimes I don't like to put all my color on one side. Ooh, I think I like that a little better. Let's do that. Let's flip that around, and then it kind of makes my blue at a diagonal. I like that better. This M is like one of the first ever purchases I made at Hobby Lobby. I like found it on the clearance, and it wasn't even our store. It was like a store in a different town. But side note, here is my little gnome tray. Next we have the house tray. I thought about using my eggs in here, but I just wanted to go a different direction. So I grabbed my spring sign. I just set that down here on the bottom, and I was like, what else would I like to use with my spring tray? Like, what do I think of at springtime? And I always think of little birds coming out and being born. We do have a nest usually under our deck. I don't think they're mourning doves, but they're not pigeons. They're like a cross in between, and they're the noisiest birds. So noisy. Anyways, so I've already started to hear them. I just grabbed one of my little nests, Hobby Lobby, little bird, Hobby Lobby. I just thought that would look cute over here. I thought it looked kind of low like this, so I did grab a little wood slice and just kind of put that behind there and kind of prop my bird in there just so you could see it a little better. And then I just grabbed another bud vase. I have the same collection. This is just kind of the peachy pinky one. And I grabbed a white flower from the Target dollar spot. I like to use this one because it has a little black in there, and I think it like pulls from the sign and is just not as much white as the other ones I have, because I have white ones like this too. And then this one I just pushed over the sign a little bit and put that down there just for a little extra. I don't think you would necessarily need to do that, but I just wanted to put a little bit more color in there since I used the like peachy vase. And there's my super simple spring tray. If you had these, I kind of wish I had like a summer one, a winter, and a fall. I think that would be kind of fun. And then this would be like, you could kind of design a tray like this where you just switch out a few things, you know, every time. Or you could switch everything out, but just always, you know, the sign stays where it is and you just decorate around it or something like that. So for the last tray, this is the one I call the triangle wood tray. I just really wanted to use this little tulip. I want to say it's probably like a sundae cup or something. I got it at the Goodwill. I just think it's cute. I don't know. I like it. And so, whoa. It does fit up here on the top, but ultimately I decided to put it here on the bottom. And then I just kind of found things, went through my stuff to see what would look good with it. And I grabbed my Made with Love little sign. It has this cute little like peach heart. I believe this came out like Winter Valentine's several years ago. I've been noticing there is kind of dates on some of them. Like, yeah, this one says manufacture date 9/2018, so 5 years ago. I just decided to put that up here on the top. And then since I had used this tulips, I kind of went through my tulips. And then this year they had come out with these ombre purple ones and then these ombre kind of like peachy ones, I think. And I thought the peach went nicely with the little heart on there. So I just gathered 5 of them and put them over here. Kind of laid, that one doesn't want to stay up, I guess, today. Lay them over here, set the tray, or not tray, the little tulip cup just in front of them. I had it so you couldn't like see the stems poking out as much. And so then up on the top, I did grab a little coffee cup. I thought this looked kind of like the one on there with the rounded. This was from the fall time at Hobby Lobby. And so I put that up there. And then I love putting these little mini spoons up in my coffee cups just to add a little bit more texture and height and color. I tried about a gazillion zillion and one things in that little tulip cup. I put eggs in there. I put like one of my gingham hearts in there. Just a variety of things. And ultimately, I just left it empty. I just like the clearness of it, and then you can kind of see through it but still get that like fun tulip shape and still get the like, you know, hug in a mug kind of feel. So last little spring tray. Well, there was my 4 Target spring trays. I hope you enjoyed them. I love making those little Target trays. They're just so fun, and it's fun to see the new ones they come out with. I saw that they had like, almost look like stairs here for springtime. I don't know how I would decorate those or like where I would put them. So I usually like to get trays that I'll either end up using on my end table down in my family room or upstairs on my coffee bar. Thank you for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.